Hello, thank you for watching my demonstration on how to 3D model a screw using OnShape CAD. OnShape CAD is a digital software. So for starters, you would click over here on the top button, grab the sketch button, you would click on the plane you want to sketch on. So we're sketching on the top. Then we would grab the circle. We want a center point circle so that we could set it right here on the center. Now, it doesn't matter how wide you drag it, because once you drag it, you just come up here to the dimension tool, or you just press D on the keypad to access the dimensions. So we're going to put this one to 12 millimeters. Once you do that, you come up here to the extrude button, or you could press Shift E, and it makes it taller. You move around the thing by holding down on the center wheel. So I'm going to make this one 60 millimeters and hit the check mark. The check mark saves your progress. It will not save at all unless you hit the check mark. Now I'm going to click on the top circle, hit the right mouse pad. This brings up this board with all the stuff for it. I'm going to hit new sketch, and I want to use the inscribed polygon. So I'm going to recenter it on the top using the button up here in the right corner and click on this center hole. Once I have the shape that I want, it doesn't really matter how this turns out, because you just come down here, hit escape to log out of the inscribed polygon, click the 10x 2 times, and I want to change this to 8. Then I hit the dimension button and select the circle to change the width. Now, because I put the screw at 12 millimeters, I want this one to be 15. Or let's go 18. Then we're going to extrude it, and we do not want it this big. So what we're going to do is come over here to the depth meter and change it to 10. Then you hit the check mark, and most screws don't have flat edges like this, so we're going to hit the chamfer and select all the sides. Now, if you wanted to change how much it did this, you would come to distance. So like I want mine, if you wanted it at 10, which is too big of a distance for this one, so you get this big error. So you get the red line indicating where the error is, and a giant what would happen if you did this, which it won't do because it's purple. So we're going to change this back to 0.5 and hit the check mark. Now, we're pretty much there. The only thing left to do for this screw is come up here to the top column, and we're going to hit the external thread button. Then you're going to come down here to the bottom and select the bottom one, and there you go, you have threads. Now, most bolts don't just have a flat bottom, they also have about 1 millimeter or so taper to make it easier to fit in the hole, so we're going to do that. All you got to do is come up over here and add chamfer. And you can edit its length and angle and that. So like if I wanted this at 40 degrees, it makes it a little bit less of an angle. And that is pretty much how to make a bolt. I mean, you'll notice that it appears flat, but that's just because of how complicated external spirals can be in CAD. The software automatically makes it flat just to make it easier to run, especially on a cloud-based software. So thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something from this video.